Hey, this is my van. It is a lovely 2000 Ford E150 Ecoline. I'm not really sure, but let's see the inside. Alright, if I can get this camera set still, this is where it starts. We are just taking out the back paneling because we need to put the floor down that would have gotten in the way. In there we have the insulation down. We cut it to the shape of the bottom of the van. We just laid it out flat to get a feel of it. And in a second we are going to take that out, and we are taking a really good glue we got from Home Depot and putting it down on the floor so the insulation will stick and it won't budge once we get the floor on there, because it is slippery insulation and we don't want that to move around.
It's hard to push. See? Look how fast you do it. I was literally, my hand was shaking.
Walk like a ninja.
They're going. It's like playing.
Alright, here we are just putting down the insulation. It is very hard to walk when you have limited space, but we're just flattening it down because this is where it's going to be permanently, and we're just getting it nice and smooth before we lay some plywood down for the flooring. Here we have traced out the outline of the bottom of the van, and we are just sawing out the exact measurements so that we can put that on top of the insulation for a base for our nicer wood. Alright, and then this is with the plywood in there. We butted up the two sides of the two sheets of plywood so it would be nice and even. And we use the stencil from the insulation to cut out the edges of the plywood. And the next thing we're doing is putting the nice wood on top.
Have a square? Like the red circle kills a square.
This is my daughter being a smartass.
I'm cutting the sound out. I'm gonna keep this part now.
Now here I am just tracing out the nice soft wood that my toes are going to go on all the time, so we can put that on top of the plywood and make it really nice. And we're going to cut that out and glue it in. This is my lovely dad helping me cut out my nice soft wood so I don't ruin it, so we can put it down and finish up the floors. Alright, now we are making the bed frame. I am making this a shorter bed with those 1 foot off the ground because I do have a short van. I am making this by 6 foot by 2 feet It is going to be a pull-out bed, so it will altogether be 4 foot across. And here we are drilling in pieces of pallet wood across the bed frame as the support to put the mattress on top of. We're spacing them out every other because, as I said, it's going to be a pull-out bed and we need to put the other pallets later on. I did make sure they pushed all the way against the wall, so they are different sizes so that I could sit all the way across the back if I needed to. So here we're just drilling each side in permanently, and the other boards will be movable. When doing this, make sure you are making each piece of wood level and even. Now this is where I'm laying the other boards down. These will be the movable boards. I am going to drill the one side into the part that will be able to be pulled, and the other side I am not going to be drilling in.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Now a very short clip of me doing very well at putting these boards on the sliding part.
With your... Maybe we'll edit this.
Okay.
Here we are just putting planks on the bottom so that when we pull the sliding part, it won't fall.
It's not.
Yay, we did it! And somehow we made a bed. Here I am just staining the floors. I just chose to do clear because I liked the look of the wood, and it's also going to dry a matte finish. Now here I made a frame for a desk and cut out a right size for the top part. I wanted to be able to use it for storage, so I am just attaching some hinges so that it can be brought up and down. Now we are putting in my desk. I just took an old tapestry from my wall and stapled it around the desk tight enough to where it could hold whatever I needed to put in it. And we are just drilling it to the floor so that when I drive, it doesn't go anywhere. And now here is a little update of how it is right now. It's not quite finished, but nearly there. I got some lights up, very festive back here. Got my little mini fridge here on the battery and the converter and all that. Here's my bed you watched pull out earlier. It is a nice little sofa when it is up. There's my table over here, as you can see. Can put stuff in there. Did a little painting on top here. Yeah, it is coming together real well. And for now, think that's it, but there is lots more to come with this adventure, so stay tuned. Until next time, have fun. Bye.